Well, the same. We've got young guys for our depth, so it just is what it is. They're going to be good football players. There's obviously a learning curve and catch them up and those things, and there's a strength element to it. There's growth, but the guy right there right now would go in the game would be Tobias Raymond. He's in his second year, but no, we're redshirt freshman and freshman.
What's your confidence level just in the guys that you have in the room right now? Do you think you're going to look to maybe add to the spring portal? How do you think things are going to play out there?
We'll see how that goes. We'll measure that through spring, but I certainly could see us looking at that option pretty heavily. Confidence-wise, I'm really not real concerned about it right now, just from a confidence standpoint, just because I know what it is, and I know we've got some growth to do, and we're just trying to go out there every day and grow. Yeah.
What was your takeaway from last year? Kind of what you want to do differently this year?
Well, I thought overall last year, I thought there were 3 games that we didn't play well enough in to win the game. I thought that was Oregon, UCLA, and Notre Dame. I thought other than that, we played well enough to win the game. Not that we were perfect. You never are. I think overall, we want to improve physicality, improve assignment, improve technique. I mean, it's cliche, but it just is what it is. I mean, we've got to get better at executing what we've got called.
Jordan Monaghan's move over to center, that big move for this season. What do you see as his strengths, and what his development needs to be most?
Well, his strengths are that he's extremely intelligent. He picks things up so fast. He's a very fast learner. What he's going to adjust to interior-wise is just playing with lower pad level, hips low, elbows in, hands aside. It's all the things that when you're playing close to someone that they're bigger people, snap after snap. It's a lot more of a power game on the interior than it is a finesse game. But so far, I would give him a really good grade. I would say in the first 4 practices, he's trending in the right direction.
Where have you seen the freshmen from last year take the biggest jump from this year? I feel like everyone was very excited about the future of what you guys have on the offensive side.
Yeah, we've got a lot of potential, but it's like I told those guys, potential's nice. I mean, it's great. It's like everybody's, this guy's going to be awesome. Like, he ain't done anything yet, And then the truth is when you get out here in team drill and you kind of beat up, it's day 7 of practice, and it doesn't really feel that great, and all that fun's kind of out the window. Can you grind in those moments and that time, and really focus in and force yourself to do the little things right? And that's what all young kids go through. All young kids get to a point where they have to make this decision that it's like, I'm going to be great. And if I'm out here doing it, I'm going to do it like all the way, and I'm not just kind of halfway in, halfway out. And part of that is my job to push them to that spot to where they have to make that decision. So we're in the process of that. I like where we're at with the young guys. I'm excited about them. We got a lot of talent there.
Last year, you guys brought in 3 transfers. You guys had to get to know each other. This
Yeah.
year, this group's been together for a year or two. Some guys.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the sense of chemistry? The way they work together as a line?
It's good, and so far I'm liking what I'm seeing, because last year I felt like at some spot there was just disconnect where we couldn't energize each other, and I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about the guys in the room, and we just didn't respond to each other when we got in those tough moments. But what I'm seeing so far is I'm seeing a lot of guys that are stepping out with enthusiasm. They're grabbing each other, they're helping each other, they're pulling each other along, and I like where this group is headed from a culture standpoint.
What has Tobias's kind of development and growth specifically looked like? I mean, is that a surprise at all to you, bringing him in last year and where he is right now?
Well, when we first started recruiting him, he was 255 pounds, and he's 310 pounds or so now. And he looks great. He's learning to move with that extra weight a little bit. His feet have slowed just a little, but he's going to catch up. He's catching back up, and he's figuring it out. And part of that too is like you're a young guy and you're thinking a little bit. You kind of slow down and hesitate. He's just got to learn to trust himself, to trust his training, and play fast. And once he does that, he's going to be all right because he's really strong, and he's done a great job, you know, putting his body in position where he needs to be a good player at this level.
How different does the defensive line look so far?
You know, I would say the biggest thing is just, you know, for us, what I'm enjoying from an offensive line standpoint and coaching against those guys is you're seeing a lot of energy, a lot of passion, but more than that is they're trying to play through you and instead of around you, and that forces us to do the little things right with us, like our hands inside, our elbows in, and it makes us better players when it just comes to two guys lining up in front of each other and one guy moving the other one off his spot, and so that's what I've noticed the most. We're getting a lot of guys playing through us, you know, and that to me is going to help us make us better overall.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.